Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by From Scratch.
Justin, do you have a mouth?
I do.
Let me guess. Do you like to put good stuff in there?
Oh, I love it.
Well, let me tell you about this place, man. This place is called From Scratch.
Yeah.
And they make everything from bread, pasta, butter, ketchup. Everything is made from scratch.
Tell me more.
They are located at 62 East Gallivan Avenue, open 6 days a week.
From takeout, 801-961-9000. What is it?
That's 801-961-9000.
Online orders at FromScratchSLC.com.
For a private reservation, email hlevano@netwasatch.com. And remember, if you want fresh made meals, no one's better
Then From Scratch.
Welcome back to the other side of the spelling bee.
Mm-hmm. Spelling bee?
Yeah, because apparently we don't know how to fucking write our shit.
You said we. Yeah, you're not allowed to post anything until I proofread it first there, buddy.
I said, welcome back to the other side of the beehive. When did I say we?
Oh, you said apparently we can't.
Oh.
We can't spell.
Well, you can't say, you didn't, what was the other one? Koozies or cozies?
Yeah.
I can't hear myself.
Koozies. You did cozy. Like, want to get cozy? You know, it is what it is. We fixed it.
The thing is like, oh, yeah, this is good. Then someone fucking bursts your bubble. It's like, hey.
And then they keep coming and coming and coming.
And someone's like, I don't know what the fuck a cozy is, but I'll take a koozie or whatever. I'm like, oh, I get it. I'm like, hey, who was telling me this? Oh, I think Hellbach says something to me, and I said, look, man, in my defense, when I wrote that, it was 5 in the morning. So.
Right. One eye closed.
And I was driving. What?
Oh, yeah, that is better.
I'm just kidding.
Steering with your
welcome back, episode 86.
Sorry.
That's all right. Coming straight at you. Fresh off the oven.
Fresh out the oven.
Yeah.
Oven fresh?
Yeah. Dude, is there anything more sexual than fresh bread coming out of fucking...
Ooh, that is good. That is good. Hot bread that you first slice up.
Didn't I tell you one of the wife's favorite places to go is...
Make my dong hard thinking about...
My wife?
Well, that and bread.
The Spaghetti Factory.
Oh, yes.
You love it, don't you?
I do.
So... I'm not a fan, but I'll go.
You don't like
listen,
anything,
no, but listen,
man. Fucking red iguana, smash that one. Fucking Spaghetti Factory, fuck that.
As a foodie, I could take it to a better place. No, but so it's the wife's one of the wife's favorite places to go to. When they bring you that bread,
oh yeah,
freshly out of the oven.
Yeah.
Also, the breadsticks at fucking.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden?
Yeah.
And they are all you can eat?
Oh, yeah. Now, do you like the salad?
Yeah, I'll fuck with the salad.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. I fucks with the salad.
Yeah. Also, salad with... Like you dip, like when you're done with your salad, you serve your salad on your own plate.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
And then you go with your bread.
Oh,
and then
yes.
you fucking...
It's a fucking...
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Savage move right there.
Dude, that is... a wet dong going in your mouth, and it tastes delicious.
You know, it's funny. It's the little things in life like that you missed as a child that you didn't realize, and then,
Also, correct me if I'm wrong.
People are like, what the fuck are they talking about? The little things.
This is
you fat fucks.
This is a Retro Ray fucking segment right here.
All you're doing is eating all the bad shit out of the bottom, you fat fuck.
Somebody out there is like, well, those breadsticks have way too much salt. What are you guys doing? It's not good for your Crohn's. It's not good for your heart. Yeah. Also, correct me if I'm wrong. It's better to have a warm bread when it's just like it's better to have just any bread like that, like the one in Spaghetti Factory, than having something that is sweet.
Yes.
Yes. Like those cinnamon rolls or whatever. When they're freshly out.
They're bomb.
They're bomb.
Yeah.
But they're not as good as a just, what do you call it? When it's not sweet.
Regular, just white bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a good grain, a good hot wheat bread, dude. Yeah. Or a sourdough, a good sourdough.
We gotta go back to from scratch.
A good ciabatta bread.
Oh, dude. What's your favorite bread from Subway? I'm dropping all these names.
I fucks with the Italian herbs and cheese.
Dude.
Right here.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Give me the most unhealthy one you got back there. Oh yeah, it's this
like,
this white one with no nutrition value with lots of fucking sodium. Here you go.
Like, you want it warm? Yeah.
I don't get them warm.
You don't warm it up?
I don't get them toasted.
Really?
To me, it's a sub shop. It's a sandwich shop.
Oh.
I like a cold fucking, like Italian cold cuts or some turkey or sometimes I fuck with that teriyaki fucking chicken thing.
Yeah, that's the one I go to.
Sometimes I
That's
get
my
one of
go-to.
those.
That one and I go with the breakfast one.
And then when they say, what do you want on it? I say, everything. Everything you have.
You see everything you have here?
Figure it out there. It's time to play Tetris, lady. Get that thing
I
loaded.
brought some Tupperware. So
Don't be chip with me because I have a fork and a knife. I'll eat it that way. So, and my kids love Subway. Let's go to Subway, Dad. Let's go to Subway. But we have one with a drive up like right around the corner. They love that shit. The wife hates it.
What?
Hates Subway.
Is she Quiznos kind of gal?
She could care less for
She
the
a Quiznos kind of guy?
For the sandwiches.
Really?
And we have another one of those. What's the other one here?
The Jimmy restaurants. Yeah, the Jimmy ones. I don't fuck with those. There's not a fucking sandwich out there that I like.
The one that is not a cop car. It's a firehouse. Sorry, I was trying to
Yeah.
that one.
I've only eaten there once.
No, it's okay. It's
why
not bad.
Why did Quiznos go away?
I don't know. That's a good question. I saw one the other day.
We talked
that was
about this
closed.
before too.
The Quiznos?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
Quiznos.
mean, we like the subs. Those fucking rats.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those chins.
They are good to us. Those were the bomb, dude. But anyway, now that we're hungry, let's start the show. Yo,
Did you have fun last night?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Once again, talking about food.
Yeah.
What did you have?
So I had I ate the chicken wings, the buffalo wings. They were good. Shout out to Sue's on State.
Bar named
Sue's. They were good. And then we ordered a thing of red onion rings.
Yeah.
And they were like,
They were fat fucks.
dude, they were huge, but it was like they had like battered it and fried it over and over.
Oh,
so
no
it was
shit.
thick as, dude, they were outstanding.
I remember you were trying to kiss me, and I'm like, nah, dude. After you ate those, no, there's no way in hell.
Yeah. So, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what I've noticed though? When I go, I think I'm more excited about spending time with the boys and watching the fights. Like I watch the fights, but then I go, hey, and then I just start talking to somebody, and I see you and Dre. They're like, yeah, whatever. You guys are like fucking laser focused.
I'm not the best company when we go watching fights. That's for sure. But that's how I am. Like if we go to a bar to see a football game, or I'm the same way. I'm like, yeah, that's great, but hey, what's up?
Yeah.
When it's fights, it's just different for me. I guess.
No, but I have fun, and I guess I had the wings too. Cute wings.
Good wings.
Now the girl was a little too flirty. I know she's trying to work for her fucking money. Our waitress.
She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right. Hey, thanks, Dre. Said my singing sucks. Hey, bud.
You said that?
Yeah, he says, hey, by the way, your singing's terrible.
Oh yeah. He's the one to talk. Remember when we had him here? We were singing.
Yeah,
we were singing
remember.
Aerosmith. He's all ding 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 down. And then he backs it up like, I don't know the lyrics. Oh really? Yeah. Hard to tell.
Yeah, all right. So anyway,
It sounded just like him.
the waitress.
Yeah, dude. So she just came talking to me, or she was doing it to all of us. And she was like, "Hey, baby, can I get you something?" I'm like,
Why do you got to talk to me like that?
"Don't do that, girl. Don't do that, girl." Yo, let me ask you something. Isn't it like people look more attractive with the mask on?
I think so. Because there's mystery now.
Right?
There's mystery now, yeah.
It's like a glory hole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I would say it's the other than the glory hole. It's the hole that's no longer there.
Oh, be a glory hole for guys.
A hole in a wall you put your dick through. What are you talking about?
A titty.
What do you mean?
Okay, glory hole for gals.
Oh, a glory hole?
Yeah. Are you all right?
The other side of the glory hole? What are you talking about? I'm really confused by the question.
If a glory hole is...
There's two sides, bud. A dude and a girl. Sometimes a dude and a dude.
That's okay, but now... But if I go to a glory hole for... So a glory hole, I stick my dick out and someone sucks it. Whoever, I don't care. It feels the same to me, right?
Sometimes they sit on it, not just suck it.
Oh, that's right. Sometimes they bang against it. But what if it was one for girls or for guys, however you want to see it? Then you just see the titties. So you got two holes, and you put your titties in.
They would just put their boobs in between it,
and you just and then you have no idea. Maybe it's a fat guy, but you just go into town on him,
eating sweat off them titties that you don't even know.
But anyway, so she was like, "Hey, baby." Like, look, that mask is doing it for me. Maybe.
Oh, yeah?
Don't call me baby. Don't put me in a corner either.
Yeah, I was in a bad mood after we had to move. And it's not the bar's fault. It's not the bar's fault.
But if we didn't move, Rick wasn't going to be there.
Well, a lot of people wouldn't have had a seat, right?
Yeah.
After all said and done. But then we sat down, and then obviously there was the table in front of us we should have probably taken.
That fucking table shouldn't be there.
No.
Right in front of the projector.
No. So then I had heads in the way, and then every single person that walked by me to go to the bathroom gave me coronavirus last night. As soon as they walk by and you feel that cold wind from somebody walking by, I'm like, corona. Here I'm eating my food. We're right next to the bathroom.
Dean, you said someone went and got a loogie out.
Yes. So the fights were good, though.
It's funny how you see people, how the people like separate, right? Because there's people that are watching the basketball game and there's like, fuck UFC. And then there's us when it's like, fuck basketball.
Right.
Is Jordan play? No? Fuck basketball. And then you just focus on the fights.
Apparently, LA won the series last night. There were some guys going fucking ape shit over that basketball game. And there was like 3 of them. And then there was like 150 people watching the fights, but they were louder than the people that were, apparently they were into LeBron.
Dude, going to the bar, remember a couple, it's been a few weeks now, when I said I wanted to go see this band, but I didn't want to go alone? Mm-hmm. Guess who went alone to the fucking bar?
You?
Yeah.
Well, of course.
And I tell you why. Because I got a hold of a friend of mine, and he goes, yeah, I'll be there. Now, I see the guy, because I know some of the bands that are local, so I see the lineup and I go, I want to go for this band, but this is the biggest band, so I know they're closing.
Right.
Right? So I'm guessing the band that I want to go see, they're opening the whole thing. So I go early. I go at 8 o'clock. Right?
That's pretty early?
Yeah. They start playing around 8.
Oh, okay. All right.
8:15. So I go, and you weren't coming. A lot of people weren't coming, but this one guy said, yeah, I'll go. And I said, okay. He didn't text me until like 10 o'clock, and he says, okay, I'm on my way. I'm like, fuck, dude. Meanwhile, I was waiting for the band that I wanted to go see.
Right.
They ended up headlining, so they went at the end. So they didn't go up until like 11.
Oh, so you had to 11, do the whole thing,
11:15, yeah. So I had to stand because there was nowhere to sit down. Everything was, what do you call it? Every table was...
completely full?
No, it was fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? Separated. It was they were waiting for somebody.
Oh, reserve.
Yeah. And so hours go by, and I asked the guy, I says, hey, how long do you guys hold these tables for? And he told me, which I highly doubt. He's like, well, no, we hold them forever because these guys pay for it. I'm like, well, that's bullshit. No one's paying for a fucking table.
How much is a table?
No one's paying for a table of 3. Meanwhile, they held them forever. I waited for the whole fucking band. Finally, the band went up, and I watched like four I'd listen to like 4 songs, and I'm like, I'm out of here. My back is all fucking screaming at me, dude. I got a fucking headache because I'm fucking standing alone for too long. My dick's still small.
Looking like a fucking pedophile.
Yeah, my dick is still small. And I tell you what pissed me off. I walked in, and everybody's wearing a mask, right? So I go, pay. They stamp my arm, whatever. I go back in. I see everybody with no mask on. I say, okay, so it's just any regular fucking place. I go in there, take my mask off, and I'm just looking at the band. Same guy walks in. He goes, "You need to put your mask on." I'm like, what? What the fuck? And apparently, as long as you have this in your hand, you don't have to have a mask. But you happen to not have a drink with you.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you have to put your mask on. And I'm like, you have got to be fucking kidding me.
That's fucking ridiculous.
There's people all huddle up over here, all huddle up outside, just because they're drinking, they don't have to have a mask on. You see me standing here by myself. No one's talking to me. And trust me, I want people to talk to me.
Teardrop running down my fucking cheek. And you're going to ask me to put a fucking mask on?
And he came to me and he goes, "You need to put a mask on." I'm like, so I went to the bar and I says, "Hey, can I have a beer?" He says, "Yeah." I get a beer and I just go, take my fucking mask off. Meanwhile, I held my same beer. By the time I put it down, it was warm as fuck.
Oh, I can imagine. Did you drink any of it?
No, yeah. But I basically bought it as a...
Just to not have to wear your fucking mask.
It was just an accessory on my fucking outfit.
Need one of them fucking holders on your belt.
Yeah,
no shit. You're like, hey. Then you have both hands.
To flip people off, tell me to fucking put my mask on. But yeah, dude, I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So then my friend texts me and he goes, "Hey, we just got here, so I'll see you here in a bit." And I'm like, okay. Texts me back in like 5 minutes. He goes, "They won't let me in. They're booked. They're sold out." I'm like, "Are you?" So I'm literally here by myself.
Yeah.
And I see all these empty fucking tables. And so he says, "We're going to go to the, there's another bar around there. And like an Irish bar or whatever." And he goes, "We're going to go over here." He says, "Ask in like 20 minutes and we'll go back." I said, "All right." 20 minutes go by. I go to the lady and I said, "Can my friends come in? Are you guys just..." He goes, "No, we're sold out. We're tables are doors are closed." I'm like,
wow. Well, they got to stay at a certain capacity.
Yeah.
So when that many people go in, once it hits that numbers, I mean, by law, you have to shut the fuck down.
But how do you keep track of your people when are you counting on people that are not there with the empty fucking tables?
That's a good question. If they paid for them, then you have to, because you have to you have to think they're going to be there.
I'm telling you, I asked, like, there was 2 bands that went up and play, and then they got done. The third band go in there, and I say, "Hey, how long can I sit here? Can I just borrow this chair, and then when they go here, I step out?" Or they're like, "No, they're paid for it." You got to be fucking kidding me.
That's the place up here?
No, it's by the Royal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was like,
yeah. Well,
speaking of bars, you see fucking Bricks is done?
Yeah.
Destroyed,
yeah, dude. How crazy is that?
Came here a couple days ago and half of it was still up.
Right.
And now it's all gone.
Yeah, that's that bar's been around forever.
Amy used to tell me she was going there when she was a teenager.
Yep.
Because they had a fucking site for...
Yep.
I remember going there once for the teenage... I think it was a rave. You ever been at a rave?
Quite a few, actually.
What's the... This is how much I know about raves. It's just techno music?
Basically.
And...
Well, I think there's
no drinking, right? Because it's just underage.
No, we just have just everything else. No drinking, but everything else. You know what? I went to raves that were underground raves, where and I mean, we can go way back because this is back when I was fucking 17, 18 years old. You would call a phone number.
Oh, no shit.
And a phone number would direct you to another number. And then it would have a recording on where and what time this rave was going to be. And we would show up at these empty warehouses and go to these raves. And I've been in a rave where the cops have raided it before.
Oh, really?
Fuck yeah. It's a matter of get the fuck out of there. And you better get your shit and go. Doesn't matter how fucked up you are. Get in your car and go somewhere.
Is that a known thing though? Like there's a bunch of fucking shit in there?
But like you can have like a legal rave where you like find a, pay the money to have like a DJ come in and, get a venue and whatnot.
Yeah, but what makes it legal? Just the fact that there's no drugs?
Well, I mean, that just kind of a no security, just kind of do whatever you want. We don't need to get... I'm sure everything wasn't up to fire code in some of the warehouses I was in doing these raves. So. But yeah, I've been to a few of those back in, we're talking the 90s. So
really?
Yeah.
Did you fucking bust a move and shit?
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, something like
really?
that.
Oh, dude. You had the glow sticks, bro?
No, I was never like that.
Dude, Amy took me once. I don't know if I've told. Yeah, I've told the story. Amy took me once to like a reunion from this famous bar they used to go to. When
Cheers?
No.
Because they had a reunion.
No, not Cheers.
Oh.
Confettis.
Confettis. Why does that sound familiar?
So, dude, the people that I saw there, I'm like, this is a Mad Max kind of fucking looking
Oh,
shit.
really?
Oh, yeah, dude. There was a guy with a cape.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There was a guy with a dummy.
Wait, what?
Yeah. There was a guy who was just like walking around with his dummy. I'm like, oh, you know my wife. Yeah. Okay. Nice people, though. Don't get me wrong. They're nice people.
Great people.
But, I mean, everybody just came up and obviously say hi to their wife. And they're like, oh, look at you. Obviously, since my wife is older than me, every single one of those guys are older than me. So they're looking at me like, oh, see that? He's cute.
Do you want some punch, bud?
They poke me, but they got real knives. Oh, look at him.
Takes you under his cape. That's
all right, see you guys. Like disappears. I'm like,
throws out. Remember that
ninja
thing you did? Oh fuck!
But yeah, I met. The wife was telling me, "Oh, see that guy? See that guy? They used to be skinheads, and now they're like, hey, what's up?" They're all like welcoming. I will say though, there was a guy named Roger.
You ever been Rogered?
who I met at that party. The nicest guy. He was wearing a quilt.
Kilt. Yep.
It was him and his then girlfriend, and so Amy told me a little bit of his story, and for the longest time, Amy would go back to these parties, like these reunions, and in those parties, and even when he will see Amy at a random place, be like, "How's Angel? We should hang out."
Well, that's nice. You made an impression on this young individual's life.
He died. I never got to do it. I never got to do it.
Man.
He was suffering of depression.
Oh fuck!
I think he had problems with I think his wife, and he had I think he had a daughter, but yeah, dude, I felt bad because all he wanted to do was just to see me again and hang out. I was like, yeah, hey, how's it? He will always ask for me. He's, hey, Roger, I saw Roger and he asked for you. I'm like, oh yeah, he wants to hang out. I'm like, yeah, sure.
That's too bad.
But yeah, now I feel like shit though. I went to his burial, or what do you call it?
Yeah, not the funeral, but the actual.
Yeah, when they
yeah.
Someone painted the logo of this famous band. What do they call it? Misfits.
Yeah.
On his casket.
Oh, nice.
It was badass.
Nice.
Dude. And they there was a song
was
that
it
they
a skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a song that they played, kind of like a bagpipe rock band. Kind of, I think it was Social Distortion.
Yeah.
Not, I don't know, maybe, or I don't know. But like take away. That was one of them. Take away the social distortion. That was at his viewing actually, and then we went to the thing and they put another song there. But it was all like punk rock and everybody was. Nice. Some people were dressed up, and it was cool, dude. But then I felt bad. I'm like, fuck, man, I never got to see this fucking guy again.
That's too bad, man.
Yeah. So now every single person that Amy goes, hey, they're asking for you. I'm like, oh yeah, because I even went as far as like I posted a thing on Facebook. You know, I feel bad because this guy all he wanted to do was just hang out with me, and I never, and now I'm never gonna have the chance. But then Amy's like, hey, so and so wants to hang out. I'm like, yeah.
I don't really care much for them.
I'm like, listen, Amy, I don't have a cape. I feel like I fit in. But anyway, shit. Dude, the NFL is back, along with all the fucking couch coaches.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Like here we go again. Tis the season.
Yeah. Dude, how ironic it is that there was two or three brand new stadiums. The LA Chargers and the
Raiders.
But the LA Chargers and the Rams, they're the same. $5 billion.
Right.
Not a fucking fan is allowed.
We got to get through this. Fuck, we got to get through this.
Same with so the Rams, same thing.
It's put a damper on. I understand that we're out doing things. We're at the bar. That's nice. That's good in the microphone. Sorry. It's such a damper on everything.
Yeah.
Because even though you're out there, you're doing it, it's still not the fucking same. It's almost just like,
yeah, I think
everything's fucking. Even the fun shit, there's like this much taken away from it, where it went to fucking sucks now.
That's like saying
everything.
Yeah. That's like saying, yeah, Laguna's open. The rights we can't have, though.
Yeah. Like, you can walk around the park. There's only 12 of you allowed. But other than that,
buy a cut candy, get the fuck out of it.
You go to buy a ticket at that point, it's $7 million. Dude, I thought about this. I pull in the coffee shop on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
I pull right in there. What's sitting right in front of me? Brand new, fucking still have dealer tags, fucking Lamborghini.
Oh, dude.
And I'm thinking,
shit myself.
Who the fuck? And this guy, maybe in his 30s, might even have been late 20s, Who has money to drive shit like that, dude?
Dude, even the old ones, they're like $100 and some $1,000. I'm talking about 2006, 7.
Like a new one,
it's like a 300.
Yeah, 350.
When the fuck am I gonna afford that?
I don't know, man.
This modeling career better takes off. I'm gonna start my OnlyFans.
He started that thing because it was so loud. He must have had it exhausted or whatever. But when he would shut it off and then pull up to the next window to get his coffee, it was fucking rumbling loud, dude. It was so fucking sick.
So the girl at the windows get the coffee out. I was like, is it at the bottom?
No,
so the window's taller.
Yeah, here's the funny part: is the lady at the window, and in our trucks, she's not level. She's down a little bit, but it's basically what that drive-through's for. Now, because of COVID, they open the window and there's a ledge. They put the coffee on the ledge and then shut the window. Then you grab your coffee. So there's no and only cards and everything like that. That place ran like a gangster through the whole pandemic, and it's busier than ever for it now. But because that car was so low, he couldn't reach it. So he had to open his door really fucking close to the building.
Yeah,
and I thought, oh, here he goes. He's going to bang that fucking car door.
Watch this.
But he opened the door, and then he slipped his hand out onto the farthest side of the door and pushed his fingers up against the building and then reached with the other one. I'm like,
smart man. Smart man.
Good man.
I want to start doing that. Dude, let me ask you this. When you go to the cashier, did you get out of your truck? I have to.
For what?
The ATM.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I always pull up, stop short, get up, and yeah. There's ones that are a little bit taller.
Yeah.
85-90% of them, they're too low, and I have to get out.
I have to drive a little past, because the ones by the house, there's two, so there's two cars going at the same time. So yeah, if I get the first one, then I pass it a little and then walk out, and pain in the ass.
Beauties of having a fucking lifted truck.
Dude, is it just me, or there's a lot of fucking dickheads out there that are driving around 24/7 with the fucking high beams on,
or those light bars? Or those fucking light bars.
Hold on,
but
come.
There you go.
Clear throat. Jesus.
You got that?
This is COVID. But yeah, no. So,
yeah.
Have you noticed this?
Yeah. You know what? I don't know if it's lights are getting brighter, but when the car comes to me, I'm like, well, it's not a brand new car.
Yeah.
So he's got to know he has his fucking headlights on, the high beams.
My initial thought was, because my truck is higher, that I'm like flashing him right in the head.
Right.
So they're like, oh, look at this dickhead. So they put their high beams on. But they're doing this before they even turn. So I'm going this way. This guy turns in. They already have the brights. And I'm like, is this, nobody gives a fuck about this anymore?
Yeah, but that's the time when the people actually do turn them on because your truck is taller. And then you do turn your brights on. They're like, fuck!
and then they crash and die.
When I was rolling to California a couple weeks ago, we obviously we left here during the night. I drove all the way through the night, through that fucking Wendover, Reno, fucking nothing out there but fucking desert. There's more prisons along that fucking area than I could count. It's all prison area. Do not pick up hitchhikers, it said. That's what the sign said on the way out there. But as we were rolling, and it's long distances, so you could see the cars or the semis. They never shut them off, dude. They just let them on. I'm like, you fucking asshole. People are dicks.
I've noticed this
especially
lately.
I hate to say this, especially Utahns, man. They're ruthless here in this state.
You know, I don't know why Utah has this thing of like this bad reputation of not using turn signals. I've never seen anybody not using them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see people never using them all the time.
Really?
It fucking drives me nuts. I'm one of those guys that bitches about that. It's built with the fucking thing on, use it! Old lady can't even lift her hands, use it, let alone fucking steer. Fucking hate that. Use your fucking turn signal.
I had never seen it, dude. When I hear this on the radio, I'm like, I always use it. I never seen anybody not using it.
If you're not using your turn signal and you're listening to this show, you can just turn the shit off right now. Because I don't even need you. That's how much I hate that.
We get like 15 downloads next week. No, I don't fucking get it. But lately, it's been a thing. And I remember one time that I was in the car with the wife, and I think this is back when I had the Yukon. And there was this guy, like every now and then, from the back, we would get like a you know how they flick out your high beams? They go, you know?
Yes.
But like we were seeing it often, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? There was this person in a car that was passing cars, but every time he would pass a car, for some fucked up reason, it wasn't from here. I can't remember what the license plate was from, but it wasn't from here. Every time he would pass somebody, he would flash his high beams and then go pass it. Every fucking time. And then he got to a point where he was in front of us, and then we will see him do it. And the wife and I were like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Were they in the fast lane? He was trying to get around.
He was all over the place. He was passing people. But he was just like, will flick his high beams and then pass him.
Maybe he was having an emergency. It was like, you know, know that somebody's coming back up on your ass. Maybe he was. You think about it, that was kind of thoughtful. Now, if was he hauling ass, or was he just going regular?
Not fucking... really, because we got to see him.
Oh, so you followed him, so he wasn't like fucking blazing through. Huh? He was just an asshole.
He was just a dickhead.
Oh, okay.
From California or something. But yeah, I did see that, dude, and then I'm like, well, I guess that's what we do now. And I started flicking with shit.
So now, just fucking.
I feel bad, dude, when I see people. Have you noticed it with this?
Oh yeah, I know where you're going.
You pull up right behind somebody, and then they just go.
Yeah, they go. They flip up the mirror. Now, when you're in a drive-through and you're waiting, do you turn your lights off? Your parking lights? So if we're at McDonald's, whatever,
Yeah.
and you're in front of a little car,
Oh yeah.
and you notice, do you shut your lights?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's asshole deal. If you just leave them blazing, fucking, it's all
Fucking, you see the steam behind his hands all fucking cooking.
it's all a fucking hot summer night anyway. This poor bastard in this fucking Dodge Neon doesn't even have AC, and you're just fucking
Plus my diesel engine is like right there.
He just got enough vitamin D for fucking 30 years. Oh fuck.
Dude, McDonald's still not open to public. I don't order my shit from McDonald's. I go inside.
What do you mean not open up? Like you can't go inside?
Not the one by the house.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Not the one by the house. It fucking sucks, man. Because every now and then I just crave that little garbage inside
Just
of me.
a little
you know
bit
what
of
I mean?
Mickey D's, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe once a month
For you?
we'll hit the Mickey D's. Maybe even not even that often.
Isn't that more of a Mickey D's? Isn't it more for your kids, kind of?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
See, when I met the wife, the oldest child was 5 or 6, so it was. See, the wife always says, "I remember back when you used to take care of the kids." Well, it's not that I took care of them; it's that it was easy for me to be like, "Kids, let's go to McDonald's." They will freak the fuck out.
Yeah,
You spend $2 on their meal, and then they fucking play for 45 minutes while you just eat all of their fries. It's like it's a win-win.
You're like super dad at that point,
Like,
right?
fuck, dude, everybody's like, "Angel staying, yay!" Now
You're just cruising to McDonald's. They're proud of you. I am a real American.
it was so easy, dude. Last week,
So did they have Mickey D's in Mexico at home, right? So did they have the Happy Meal as a kid growing up?
yeah,
How do you say that in Spanish?
they actually call it Happy Meal.
Lee Happy Meal?
I think so.
Wow.
It's been 20 years. You know, when we go back home, the last thing you want to do is go to McDonald's, go to Burger King. You know
Of
what
course.
I mean?
I just wondered if, like, when you were a kid, what a big deal that was to get a fucking
It
Happy
was
Meal, man.
Yeah. It was and it's more of a
Like fucking toy and shit.
like back-
you can choke on the parts later.
like back when I used to get to like my mother would take us. It was more of a fuck yeah, we're gonna. It was like a big deal.
Yeah.
you're gonna go get some garbage food from the U.S.
It's going to shave years off your life, but you kids are excited. And I can take a power nap while you're playing with your shitty toys.
It was high cuisine, dude. You would look at your friends like, "Oh, are you having tacos? What are you, poor? We're going to Burger King, motherfucker."
But Mickey D's had the best one, no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
out of all the burger joints
Yeah.
where you could get a kid's meal, the McDonald's was the pinnacle, right?
Yeah,
Of the Happy Meal.
in my hometown, like when all these big brands started coming up, I remember there was McDonald's, Burger King, there was Pizza Hut, then there was we had Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Some donuts.
But now there's, because of my family, there's Walmart and there's Sam's Club and Costco.
Because of your family?
No, because of my family, I know. They tell me. Yeah, they fucking built the whole thing in like a weekend.
Smell good.
I tried to put that fucker in there. But no, it's crazy, dude. I mean, they're selling fucking cars. Going back to this fucking car, there's a guy from the gas company that I met long time ago. Older guy. He posted a thing on Facebook. His kid bought himself a Lambo.
In Mexico.
No, here.
Oh, here.
Talking about the gas company. And I was like, what the fuck does he do?
I think there's the one Lamborghini out there that's like the lower tier Lamborghini, and like a new one's like $100,000 or something like that. Still a fucking Lamborghini. Still looks badass.
How much is the car you want?
The car I want, about $160,000.
This is new?
Yeah, a new one. A used one's 120.
Will you ever? Or?
One day I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Even if I have to get the cheaper one and then just
Yeah.
Move up. I want one soon, man.
Dude, now here's my thing. Obviously, I don't know shit about vehicles, but all these Lamborghinis and stuff, they're shifting gears, right?
I think you can still shift gears in a Lamborghini, like the new Porsche.
'Cause I don't know anything about that.
There's a new Porsche. They don't even make a manual anymore. It's all fucking paddle shifting.
But doesn't that have clutch?
I don't think there's a clutch anymore. I think it does it all like internal.
So
And it's faster than an automatic and manual.
So you just basically jam the gear whenever?
Jam the gears whenever.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can drive one of those then. We got to get big enough so that people could be like, hey, why don't you go try a car? We're like, all right.
You can go drive the one I want. Not the one I want, but a nicer Porsche over at the motor park out here in Tooele. They have Lamborghinis there.
Really?
I don't know how expensive it is to go drive it around, but it'd be cool to drive one around.
Fuck yeah.
Just on a track.
Take a photo for the gram.
For the gram.
And they're like, oh, no, we returned him. They let us borrow it.
But yeah, even some of those, what are those BMWs, those 7 Series BMWs I see all the time?
Yeah.
Over $100,000, man.
Dude, and
for a fucking car.
Here's my question. You just told me there was a guy going to get coffee. Where the fuck do you have that car? Are you going to go get coffee?
Absolutely. I'm going to get in my car by myself. I'm going to drive to the coffee shop, get coffee, and wipe it down. And
see,
that's what, to me, that's what that car is. Every once in a while, you go, yeah, fuck you.
That's
too.
my truck's horn right there.
But don't drive. That's not a daily driver. It's just a weekend. Go out on a date with the wife. Fucking get some coffee. Go get drunk and then drive it around because the cop won't pull you over because you're in a nice car. I don't know. I don't know.
A cop pulls me over. Hey, how'd you get this? I'm like, hey, it's mine. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah. Hands behind your back, El Chapo.
I get on like, so good.
I'm going to find that fucking thing. I know we said we were going to load it last time.
I tried.
I watched that video 100 times.
I tried.
It still fucking makes me laugh.
We can. I don't know. It's funny because I sent it from Instagram to my phone, and by the time I wanted to go from my phone to Instagram, like it say unavailable.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we'll just have to find it on the internet.
Oh.
Then do it that way.
Yo, speaking of internet, how about that chick that that Becca posted that photo of that? She posted a photo of the video of the chick with 12 voices.
Oh yeah,
singing WAP.
Yeah.
There's a video out there on Instagram saying, I think it's called WAP. I looked it up as WAP 12 voices. There's this blonde chick that sings, and it sings WAP as Dolly Parton, Shakira, and
Britney,
Christina
Aguilera,
Celine Dion.
The Celine Dion one is the best.
Adele.
The Gwen Stefani one's pretty good. Maybe we probably ought to post it on ours.
Yeah, this is fucking hilarious.
If somebody hasn't seen it, that shit is pure gold.
Yeah,
that lady is. If that's all her, she is so fucking talented.
There's a guy that does him too, but he's fucking badass too. But talking about TV,
the TV,
talking about the telly, the Kardashians are gonna go away.
They're done.
Yeah.
Where are they gonna go?
They're
gonna fucking crawl back into the hole they
according
fucking
to them. They decided
cockroach
they were done. So after
really?
12, 15, 14, then they're like, we're done. So I think this season is going to be the last one.
So do you think? Well, obviously, I mean,
I'm devastated.
Regardless, well, we don't care. You have shitty taste in fucking television. We already.
I don't care about the television. It's the women.
But I'm saying that's why I'm going with this is. Regardless of what you say, these people are entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah, they've
built a fucking empire. So just because that show's not going to go, I guarantee you there's going to be 30 fucking spin-offs of each one of the girls.
Well, every single one of them has their own business.
Yeah, they'll never go away. They'll always be here.
I mean, the fucking youngest one's a billionaire.
She's a baller.
Apparently she's not, though. It's almost, but not really. But she's been in Forbes saying that
she got more. I think she has more money than
She has more than the rest of them.
Than us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, Jeff Bezos, 200 billion?
Yeah, it's sickening. It's fucking sickening. Just give us half of that. We'll use it on the debt.
No, just give us one. Dude, there's nothing that you can't do.
Nothing. Not at that point. Except for be happy.
You don't think it's You don't think it's
Just
happening?
went through a divorce.
With 200 bill?
Well, he had 400 bill. She got half of everything.
Yeah.
So rather it was $4 billion to begin with, and now he only has 2. Half that shit's gone.
Remember the thing that I was telling Dre? Did you hear about that? So 1 million seconds is 11 days. A billion seconds is 23 years.
Oh wow.
A trillion seconds is 100 and something years.
Wow.
Dude, from 11 days to 23 years.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of fucking money. There's almost nothing you can't do with 1 billion. And this motherfucker has 2?
There's still...
Well, you can't build a fucking... You can't build a fucking stadium for the Raiders if no one's gonna go and watch your fucking
right,
team.
True. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I wonder what the bank's thinking right now. They're like, wonder who made that loan? Fucking... Think he still has a job there?
Dude, I watched this thing on Discovery about how they made the LA Chargers building.
Yeah.
That's some massive fucking construction shit right there, right?
That I watched a thing on the Levi one because a lot of the material that went into that is from mother company 2. It's affiliates because it's a lot of the material. So it's fucking crazy the way they built that. Stadiums are amazing, dude.
Yeah.
You look at
the one in Vegas is fucking amazing.
it looks like the Death Star, dude.
Yo, and the whole fucking feel goes away.
Right.
Like
a lot of them are like that now.
They
just roll up.
They pull them out just so he gets beat because it's an enclosed one. So they pull them out so it gets beat by the sun and gets some fucking.
It looks like the Death Star.
Yeah.
Seriously does.
Isn't that what it's called?
I don't think so.
I think it's called Death Star.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Or Black Star or something. Yeah, that's what it's called. Chin, would you look? Ah, fuck. Keep forgetting.
JSYK. Or,
Keep forgetting we don't have it.
But you think about, like, you've seen the pictures of the Coliseum.
Yeah.
The original fucking, you know what I mean? From that to fucking, I mean.
But in my hometown, we have like a dome-looking thing. It's just like a little fucking mushroom-looking building. And it's for like concerts and shit like that.
Yeah. Soccer games?
No, we have one for soccer.
You have a big.
But these new buildings have nothing compared to.
At home, did you go to a lot of professional soccer games?
Not really.
Didn't you? Just watch them on TV?
Yeah. I did go once with my dad. My dad took me. And it's so funny because the cheering started. And for some reason, I don't know why, we ended up in like the side that wasn't as cheery as across the field from us. And everybody's just fucking dancing and everything. And
y'all. How do we get over there, Dad?
Yeah, and then and I'm looking around like, and so back in the days, you know, I was maybe 9, 10 years old. And everybody across the field, they were all dancing and shit. And then all of a sudden they started saying, trying to translate this fucking joke, but they started saying something and but they were chanting the same thing. And I'm like, Dad, what are they saying? And he just told me like the second word, and he said, I'm translating here, but he said, oh, they're talking about from across, or the ones across or something. I'm like, so they were basically calling us
talking shit.
So we're basically calling us the F word.
Oh, the F.
Yeah,
word.
And they would say like
your dad's all covering your ears when they're all chanting and shit.
They were saying something like, they were saying like, fuck you, the guys across us, or something like that. Like, fuck you, the guys across us. Fuck it, you know. And I'm like, what are they saying, Dad?
Right.
And then my dad's like, the ones across us. And I'm like, oh, they're telling us to go fuck ourselves.
That's like the fucking, going back to MMA, those Brazilians yell that fucking, oh, that fucking "you're gonna die" chant, and they all fucking yell it together. 20,000 people fucking yelling at the American as he was walking out that you're gonna die. Shaw talks about it when he fought Nogueira. And Nogueira is a living fucking legend in Brazil, and he said when he walked in Sao Paulo, Brazil, when he walked out and they were yelling that, he was like, "Are you shitting me?" There's a me against 20,000 fucking people right now. So crowds are cool. Wonder if we'll ever see him again.
But
Dude, Florida's open. Florida said, "Fuck it."
Really?
They're back to normal.
Well, it's kind of like
you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. We're gonna build herd immunity. And it will be around, and there will probably still be a fucking Z pack that we take to get over it or whatever if you get it, but it's here.
Yeah.
Fucking live with it. Because I tell you what, the 1,200 fucking numbers that we've got, but nobody's dying.
Yeah.
I'm tired of talking about it, but
So,
let's
I know.
just go.
Basically just a bad cold, huh? Basically.
Yeah.
Is that, do you really think that this is going to be over? After the fucking...
I do.
Really?
I wholeheartedly believe that. I'm not saying at the fucking election day.
Yeah.
You don't ever hear from it, but just watch. It's not going to be a priority anymore.
Someone's going to be like, it turns out
Yeah.
all you have to do is eat a banana.
Yeah, it turns out that, a dude told me, I'm not going to say any names. He told me, and this is, I trust this guy.
Yeah.
He told me that he received a letter from the University of Utah saying that he had tested positive for COVID. He never went in to take a test. And his name was on it.
Yeah.
His name. I didn't ask him about social security number, how that matched up, but he's like, but I never took a test. I've never been sick. I never needed to go take a test. What the fuck?
Lately, I've been getting texts from random number, but it says your UPS delivery is here. You need to come get it or whatever, and it gives me a link to go to.
I don't ever click on that.
And I said to my wife, I'm like, hey, and she goes, yeah, we don't do that.
I don't ever click on that. So enter your social security number. You're like, oh, it must be really important.
But you know what's stupid about this? And I was gonna bring it, but it's just so stupid. I'm embarrassed about it. Remember that I told you that I bought a helmet. I don't know if I told you. I bought a helmet that it was it's shaped like a predator.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I bought it is because it was $36. DOT approved and everything. And I'm like, huh. So when I started looking at, by the way, this
by the way, when I was ordering it, it was all in Chinese, but I was able to read.
My phone was smart enough.
I was able to read DOT approved because that was the only English that was on the paper. So, but anyway, continue. So I see where this is going.
See, now that I put it all on the table, it's so fucking stupid. But it came from a page that I didn't like or anything. It was one of those sponsors, like just something to throw in your face and see if you're interested.
Was it Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
Yeah.
But when I started looking, obviously you get it on Instagram. That's what the motherfuckers are connected.
Yeah.
So I look at the wife and I said, look. And she's like, oh, those are cool. And I'm like, yeah. And then I started looking. I'm like, I think I want to buy one. Amy's like, eh. I'm like, no, I mean, $36 fucking dollars? Like, even if it's just a toy one, I mean, that's what I wear, right?
Even if I could just wear it when I'm mowing the lawn, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be that cool.
So I ended up buying it. 36, like I said, $36. Takes me forever to get it. And
what are we talking? Like a month and a half? Yeah.
So, and the only reason why, so when I bought it, I got the email saying, oh, your shipment, whatever, your item, whatever. I'm like, okay. Week goes by, and I said to the wife, I'm like, so And she goes, well, give it a couple more days or whatever. It was all right.
Did the money go out automatically?
Yeah. Another week goes by. And then I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm not getting it. And then when I go to the first email they send me, I go to return policy. And as soon as you click on it, it's like, oops, something went wrong. And it's like nothing on the fucking page. I'm like, you motherfucker, they got me. I go, the wife ends up sending an email. As soon as she sent the email, and they sent me one the same day saying like, your order's been shipped. And it's on a fucking boat from China. And it's in a, I'm like, okay, well, at least I know where it is. Long story long, it gets to me. And instead of coming in, I look at there's a thing in my door. And I'm like, well, that's not my helmet because it's not a box. It's a fucking envelope.
Yo, that's a hefty bag
that's a fucking,
with stickers on
That's a fucking envelope. Like, that's a square fucking.
Oh, shit.
And so I didn't pay attention. I'm like, that's probably something for my stepdaughter because she buys a bunch of shit for her fish. I left the house. I come back, and there's a rubber mask in shape of a predator's face thrown on the table. Like when you go to Party City or whatever, and you just grab this thing and put it on.
Right.
The vinyl rubber mask, right? Yeah. That's what it is.
So it's supposed to go over a helmet?
I don't know. But I'm like, how is this? So I have to buy the helmet for this shit?
Oh, fuck.
I'm so embarrassed about it.
I wonder if it's the same one I've seen before.
You know what I bought one time too? Like flat iron for your fucking hair, but like for your beard. Like as you brush it.
Oh, yeah.
Never got it too.
Never got it?
The wife is like, how about you never buy anything from fucking Instagram again?
The wife's like, hey, I know you were talking about needing a pair of sunglasses.
I want sunglasses so bad.
So I mean, I've got a pair of my spy. They're done. They're just done. It's time for a new one. And I buy myself a pair of sunglasses every 2 or 3 years. And she's like, well, look at these. And they were one of those brands with might have an O on it or whatever. I'm like, well, these are great deals.
I got that brand in my truck right now as we speak.
I'm going through it. I'm like, well, I have these ones, and I paid $100 and something for them, like $35. So she's like, well, just get them. Click. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. And I'm like, well, where did you get that? She's like, well, it was off Facebook. I'm like, no, don't ever do that. Unless it's a page that you follow. Go to their website.
Yeah.
Don't follow it from Facebook. And most of the time you can find that shit on Amazon or whatever. Yeah. You know, but
see, that's the thing, because the helmets that I've seen with the Predator one, because I've wanted one just to fuck around.
Yeah.
They are in the hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
So this one is like $36. I'm like,
I wonder if
anybody else want one?
I wonder if you could stretch it over a fucking. Can you see out of it?
Yeah.
I wonder if you can stretch it over like a full faced helmet.
That's what I think. I should. Not worth bringing it, but I wanted to bring it so we can talk about it. Look what I
put
bought.
it in here and put that ball underneath it.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought too. Put like a basketball, leave it in my garage or whatever. But that's my story of my shit.
That's your story and sticking to it. You got butt fucked.
I got butt fucked, pinch a fucking nerve. I woke up one day, 2.5, 3 weeks ago. My neck hurts, right? I'm like, oh, maybe I slept all fucked up, like with my head between my legs, because I usually suck myself off to sleep.
At least try to.
Yeah.
I never have yet in 38 years, but I'm trying still.
One day I'll get there. And so I'm going to work, and I'm like, oh, fuck, man. What the fuck? All of a sudden, just like my back, when I fucked up my back, my leg was numb. My arm is numb. And as a fucking spokesman of high blood pressure, my arm goes numb, and I'm like, whoa, so should I freak out, or should I just fucking beat off, forget about it?
Like tingly? Which hand? Oh, the bad one too, the left one. The one that's an indicator for the old ticker, huh?
But you know what it is? It's just my thumb.
Oh, really?
This feels so weird right now. Like it's got ants inside of it. And it's been like that for 2 weeks.
Wow.
So finally, I had an appointment yesterday with the chiropractor, and we usually go and take care of my back. And I said, so I have this thing, like I all of a sudden I woke up and then my neck was all fucked up, and then now it's my hand, and he goes, you just described it to a T. Brings me to his fucking wall of pictures, and he goes, it's your C6. C for clavicle, I think it's the abbreviation C6, which is like somewhere over here. It says this one right here, and he's pointing at me, and then he's got like all the veins that go down the arms. This one right here goes straight to your fucking thumb.
Oh wow!
So you fucked that one up, and I'm like, how? I said, does it happen when you? And he's like, literally, it's just like that. You wake up one day and it's there. And he goes, but it has something to do with maybe you lift something wrong, or even is working, or just working out, or maybe it's just. Like,
I know.
Like, well, let's scratch that one out.
If you go down the list, we're talking anything physical. You can just get rid of that. Other than beating off, that might have done it.
But that's the other hand, though. But but so he's like.
Not if you were in the middle of it and you're surprised when somebody bangs on the door. You know, that quick fucking look. You could really snap a neck that way.
Instead of he said, we're gonna do your neck this time, because usually I lay in this bed and they strap me down and they stretch from the middle of my body. This time they put me in a neck one. So I sit there, they put a strap on my head, they clinch this fucking dildos in my neck, and then they crank it so they
right.
squeeze, and then they fucking they start stretching your fucking head. It feels fucking sexual.
Really?
Yeah, it feels so fucking good. But I'm like, so what do I do? And he goes, I don't fucking go away, but it's just fucking. So what can I do? And he goes, well, you can stretch. And I'm like, fucking company one, dude. These motherfuckers knew it all along. And here I am making fun of him for the longest time.
Remember the papers they handed out? You're like,
apparently company 2 used to do that when Rio Tinto owned like that daybreak area.
Oh, okay.
Every fucking morning they had to fucking do it, along with the machinery fill ups and shit. Do you guys do that out here?
We have a company of what are they called? Physical therapists that come in that work for company 2. Mm-hmm. And so they have their own office, different, third party company, and they go out and they'll surprise you. And you do legit stretching in the morning. They
surprise you. It's kind of like a...
Show up, say, hey, let's do some morning stretches, or they'll watch you shovel, or they will watch you work or pick something up, and their job is to
They're fix. Like, no.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Great help, because remember, I was having some back issues. They paid for that company to work on me every couple of days, and I have no back issues.
Did that go away?
Now. Yeah.
You haven't go back?
Mm-mm. No, I still do a couple of stretches that they showed me for some of the general areas that would hurt. But ever since they worked on me, think about how much money I saved doing that. But they look at it the same way. We'll pay this company this much money, but 2 or 3 bad workman comp fucking cases, you just wrote the same check. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Plus, they got deep pockets, though. I don't fucking care. No, but I get it, because and he was like, he was like, you're an operator, right? I'm saying, yeah. It's everything you're doing. Like, is it jerky? He's like, oh yeah.
My whole life is jerky.
I'm like, look, man, I'm like, I'm jerky in the morning. I'm jerky when I get to work.
Jerky to the bone. I'm overpriced fucking dried meat.
I'm jerky when I get home. I'm jerky when I'm jerking my wife. But no, because I'm back filling with that wheel.
Yeah.
So every fucking. But you know what I think it is? And I explained it to him, and he goes, "That's probably why." Once again, the machine that I run, not that new. So when you open the front window of a Traco, it's got like it's a weird motion.
Yes.
Take it up and bring it down. But when they're taken care of, it's an easy thing to do. Mine gets stuck. So this is exactly how I do. This is for visual people right here. I unlock it and then I bring it as hard as I can and it gets stuck. So I have to get my hands from the top and then put my leg in the handle and I go and I bring it down and then I just grab it. Because I hate not closing my machine.
Yeah.
If you're one of those fucking guys out there that run a Traco or a loader or whatever, and you have windows, doors, and everything, and you don't fucking close it, you're a dickhead.
That same guy probably doesn't use a turn signal either.
It's just fucking. You're a fucking dickhead. Because think about it, dude. If it rains,
the dirt and shit.
dude, it's fucking annoying. So I don't care how old the machine is. If it's got doors and windows, I fucking close it. And so I'll be doing this every day, but every now and then it gets stuck. So I get like halfway, my arms
I can
stay
see
up
the
there.
motion that it
I'm
gets
like,
your back fucked up.
I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
So my neck's all fucked up now. And then I'm like, oh, great. So my fucking job is killing me slowly? Is that what you're telling me? How do the fucking old people do it?
Yeah, well.
How do my elders do it?
They're like, we didn't worry about closing the thing at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Let that open like a real man.
That's right, dude. People don't fucking care. That's another thing. Somebody drives my fucking my work truck. Because my work is the cruise truck. My truck is a cruise truck. And there's this guy that always goes in it. And the fucking truck, it's older, but it has heater and air conditioning. No fucking reason why
you gotta roll
you
the
should roll
windows
the
down.
window down. And this guy, every time he goes, is like window down. So when I go and move the truck, because we are in a fucking area with cows and horses are.
Oh, flies.
It's full of fucking flies.
Fucking flies, dude.
And not only that, but he does it on the van that he drives. And so when we go home, for the first 3 miles on the freeway, we have our windows open because we want these goddamn flies to go away. So meanwhile, there's like the fucking, and we're like, you're talking, but you're like screaming because you can't hear yourself.
All the dust from everybody's just circling the fucking van in a typhoon of fucking flies and dirt and cow shit.
We're all sweaty. I smell the guy in the back's gooch. You know what I mean? It's just a mixture of. I'm like,
wow, shit.
Why don't we close the fucking windows?
Really contemplating your path of life at this point.
Oh, dude.
But no, dude, the flies. Now, here's the thing about the flies, though. The flies been playing around in cow shit all day long before they got in your van.
Dude, we came across this little pipe, 4-inch pipe. And while my boss was digging it, he broke it, right? So he said, well, let's hurry up and put lay our pipe, and then we'll just extend that one. Put a Franco or whatever, and we'll just extend it to go whatever. Right. There's a cornfield right next to us. So we fixed the pipe, we backfill it and everything. 20 minutes after we backfill, this fucking thing just started gushing green water.
Green? Ooh.
It is all the water from the stables that they wash their fucking floor.
Oh no!
And he goes, and so we backfill it. It's all ready to go. It's going away from us. But two things that got me going. What the fuck? First off, even though they were away from us, the smell gave me a fucking headache.
Oh, I can imagine. Cow shit, right?
It's cow shit and water and
methane there, bud. Methane.
He gave me the biggest fuck, and he kind of and not a lot of things gross me out. Not a lot of smells there's no smell that grosses me out. But I think it was because I smelled it for so long because I was working right above it. Right. And also my second question was, why is that water going to the cornfield?
Oh, it's fertilizer there.
And apparently there's not. Apparently, if the field, and this because that guy was talking to my boss, if the field was made so everything would drain that way, they will leave it like that. It's just water and just water, and this is grown corn, and it will just water. But because it's not made for that, apparently it was attached to another pipe that we still have to find. Oh, and so it goes on the other side of the field, so it just keeps going. But it's just draining on the corn, and I'm thinking, what? He's just watering the corn with
how was fertilizer made? Fertilizer is like cow shit and dirt.
Yeah. And
but I think it sits in a process where it like sits in a hill and gets hot, and like ferments or something like that.
What do my boss said he's called? Is it Silas? Or Silas? Something like that. And it's kind of like, I'm not a farmer, so I may be saying this wrong, but I think it's like hay mixed up with cow shit.
Yeah, manure.
Manure, but it's fermented or whatever. And they have piles of this thing, and they feed the cows with it every fucking day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The smell of this thing is bad. and then
so after company 2, you're just thinking, I'm not going to become a farmer if this doesn't work out, right?
Fuck no. There's no way.
At least not for cows, right?
No, dude. I'll just have like dog fights in my backyard.
Dog fights? Buy some tigers and shit. Suck some dicks.
For heroin?
Yeah.
And drugs?
Not meth. Just meth.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So you can get your fucking teeth all fucked up. Yeah, dude, but I was like, why is that? But apparently it's...
Doesn't matter, huh?
Yeah, but apparently if the field was made so all the water drains and it like spreads and then they will leave it like
That's
that.
how they would leave it.
But because it's not set up for that, the water just like keeps building up on one side and it fucking reeks. Dude.
Isn't that odd that a plant can suck the juice out of the fucking shit, but then still put a good product?
I don't know what it is, dude. You know who knows all that shit? My fucking boss, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, I can imagine. He has a little house on the prairie.
Because now they and I know I'm using all the wrong terms over here, but now they had this field that we passed before, and then they cut it. They came and cut it all, and now it's starting to grow, right? So I'm like, well, I don't understand. Like, it's about to snow, and they're starting to grow this thing, and he's like, oh no, that's wheat hay. It grows with the snow, and so when the year comes around, next spring they'll cut that. And then they'll grow the good shit during the summer. I'm like, fuck, dude. It's a lot of fucking shit, dude. It's a lot of shit to fucking memorize.
There's a lot of technology in this farming up.
Dude, and all the machinery that drives by, it's just weird looking ones. There is you know what a backhoe is? Yeah. There's a backhoe looking one, but instead of having the bucket in front where the small tires are, it has it in the back where the big tires are. So you see this backhoe, you're like, oh, the fucker's going backwards, but the bucket is in the back.
Huh.
It's so weird. So yeah, so he picks up the shit with the big, and then in the back it's got the small tires. There's another one that looks like a fucking spider. It's got like the legs come out, and he's got big tires, but when it would literally drive on top of a car, it's so high. It's but you see him on the road, and it's like this.
Those tires go in between the trenches of the fields.
Yeah,
you know where the plant sits in the middle. The reason they do that is so it doesn't eat the. You can drive over some corn with that one there, bud.
Dude, when they spread the shit on the field.
The pesticides? You mean the reason you guys won't be living after you get out of Shitville?
And then not only that, but those machines are, because obviously they all know each other, so they will get out of a field and then go dump on this next field, and then they go get loaded in this field and they go dump on this field, just whatever. So when they're coming from the other side of the freeway, they're getting loaded, they're coming and they're spraying the shit in this field. And as they spray, but they have to go back on the road. And every time they go on the road, there's horse shit all over the fucking road, right? And then there comes that little fucking minivan driving by it, and all you hear is fucking getting blasted. Getting blasted with fucking horse shit. I'm like,
there's nothing better than watching something hit shit, especially when people step in shit.
Yeah,
that's fun. In New Orleans, when we went there, we would get up on the balconies of Bourbon Street and watch the drunks stumble in the horse shit from because the cops all ride horses down there, and they'll just go right on the street. And then eventually somebody comes and cleans it up. You get so many drunks out there stumbling through the streets, and you just watch the pile. You're like, oh, and just some dude will just step right in it, not even paying attention. Yeah, everybody goes, yeah.
Would you go back?
America's Pat, absolutely. Yeah. I loved it there.
I know you told me the story, but did you know somebody there? Or?
We had a I had a friend I went down with, and they had relatives that lived down there, so we were able to stay at their place. But yeah, it's fun down there. Different culture there.
Yeah, my buddy Nestor went, and he was like, "Dude, you will love that place.
It's pretty cool.
There's music everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
There's music everywhere." We'll see.
We'll see.
But anyway, should we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about. I gotta go watch the Packers tonight.
Oh, yeah, there's football tonight, isn't there?
There is football. You're fucking. There was 5 people from the Niners that are fucked up. Jimmy Garoppolo being one.
Jimmy's out.
Nick Bosa. Shout out to DB. He's not having a hard on nowadays.
His 1/3 of his orgy.
And there was 7 torn ACLs in the first week.
Yeah. Do you think a lot of guys didn't think that it would really happen? So they just kind of let themselves go a little bit in the off season. In fact, we won't have a season.
Oh,
I mean, I know you're in the NFL, and they weed you out. Like, I understand that, but if you don't really know, are you putting your all into it?
I see what you're saying. Do you see that the coach of the Seahawks got fined?
Yeah, did you see
$100,000 from him, and then $250 from the fucking from the team?
And I want to say like the first week of fines for no mask was over $1 million, like 1.2 or something like that. Fuck.
I saw this meme. I don't know if it happened. I don't think so because they haven't played ever since. But what was it? What's his name? Pete something, the coach of Seahawks.
Is it Carroll?
Pete Carroll.
Yeah,
Pete Carroll.
That's right.
Had a mask, and he says, "I'm only wearing this so I don't get fined." Remember, that's what Lynch used to say.
Oh,
he used to say, like, he would go to the press, and then he's like, "Hey, so what do you think about it?" And he's like, "I'm just here so I don't get fined."
Yeah.
Like, no, he wouldn't say anything to anybody.
That's right.
So now he's got this thing. He says, "I'm only wearing this so I don't get fined." That's fucking nice. Let's get out of here, huh?
Okay.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys, gals. Shout out to our sponsor, From Scratch.
From Scratch.
From Scratch. No one's better than From Scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't sing because, you
Yeah, my singing sucks. So it's 62 East Gallivan Avenue, downtown Salt Lake. Not the 6200 East location I said last week, but 62 East Gallivan Avenue.
Not that address.
Open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday.
Not that address that you sang about last week. But anyway, get a hold of us. Send us a DM. Send us a text. Swipe right. Do everything.
Whoa.
All this shit. I know. Fucking sucks. Anyway, anything you want to say?
Take care of yourself.
Until next time. Take care of yourselves out there. And we will see you on the other side of the Beehive.
Peace.